What's going on, y'all? Tonight's topic entitled Your Needs Are No Longer Wanted. Your needs are no longer wanted. Your needs are no longer wanted. The comprehension of need versus want. Let's get into it tonight on Relationship Talk with G's. Show this to a couple people, share it alive, and let's get into it.
J Lifeway.
Yeah,
Candy.
25. I think I want you, girl. I ain't gon' lie. Do what you want to, girl. Don't be so shy. I hit the blunt too, girl. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. I think I want you, girl. I ain't gon' lie. Do what you want to, girl. Don't be so shy. I hit the blunt too, girl. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Yeah. Yeah. Come and get high with me. Look at the sky with me. You said you would try with me. Now you surprising me. Come see the sunrise with me. Cause that's what I like to see. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Yeah, come and ride with me. Yeah, come and vibe with me. There's no need to fight with me. Ain't no need to cry with me. It won't be goodbyes for me. You keep getting high with me. Just like I'ma ride for you. I know you the type for me. Yeah. I know you the type for me. Keep on that life for me. I'ma need you in my sight for me. Cause that's what I like to see. Live up to that height for me. Then you'll be on flights with me. Yeah, I think I want you, girl. I ain't gon' lie. Do what you want to, girl. Don't be so shy. I'll hit the blunt too, girl. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. I think I want you, girl. I ain't gon' lie. Do what you want to, girl. Don't be so shy. I hit the blunt too, girl. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Do you love me like you say you love me? Or is it just when you high and when you sippin' bubbly? I know all these shorties on it make it hard to trust me. But I'm thinking to myself like how you just so lovely. You so selfless with yourself, you put no one above me. Always keep that business to yourself and never rush me. I was thinking like I couldn't let no shorty cuff me. But I'm copping you with locking you like it's a Mustang. I hope you got my back like you won't ever cut me. You quote me when I rap, ain't never try to hush me. You know that I'm not mad, I just needed adjusting. You wrote me, I wrote back, so time to go discuss things. Let's go get high.
can explore and let it dance, not lose control of our heart, babe. We can do it, attached, baby, no strings. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. It's wonderful. Wanna get you in the mood. Wonderful. Pleasing you. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You're interesting. You're amazing. Now that you're here, now that we're here, got it all spread. You on the bed, grab you by your hair. Know you like it, yeah. Got me saying, oh, got me saying, baby, you tell me you want it slow. Dive so deep, you on top of me. You see your time has come inside me. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What you doing it for? Wanna get you in the mood. Wonderful. Pleasing you. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You're interesting. You're amazing. Kayla got me way up, love the way you fix your makeup. So pretty when you wake up, so pretty when you wake up. I love when you jump right up on it, then we love until the morning, till you can't take it no more.
From the moment I met her, I knew shorty was different. She'll ride for a nigga, don't give a damn about a ticket. She buy the paper, she loyal, she ride with me on this mission. She at the top of the mountain because she play her position. Shorty down and she with it. Spanish making fast, baby girl, you an entree. High heels on like she walking through a showcase. I give you my corazón, you be my compadre. Yo quiero sexy mame. Kayla got me way up, love the way you fix your makeup. So pretty when you wake up, so pretty when you wake up. I love when you jump right up on it, then we love until the morning, till you can't take it no more. You know you a bad bitch, shorty, you a savage. You walk in the store, look around, you can have it. You pull up in that boob skirt like it's magic. My hands all on your body, kissing on you for this passion, yeah. All that attitude, sexy as ever. And you know it, you don't need a man, you go to the mall and you blow it. Got your Vinci all over your body and you glowing. Got Balenciaga strike for a pose in slow motion. Kayla got me way up, love the way you fix your makeup. So pretty when you wake up, so pretty when you wake up. I love when you jump right up on it, then we love until the morning, till you can't take it no more.
show lights. Boom! There we go. Welcome to Relationship Talk with G's, where our conversations aim to keep you pleased. I'm your boy A1G's, and you are now welcome to the Guru's house. Take your shoes off when entering.
So many things we can do. Room for us too. We can do it, baby. Rose petals, candles lit. I clap my hands in. Round like special the room. Dimmer for you. Know you had a long day. Let me take away your pain. Give me all of your emotions. Land it like a plane on your back if I can hold it. Life is but a dream that you manifest slowly. So fuck a fantasy, this your motherfucking moment. This your motherfucking moment. This your motherfucking moment. 7 whole days, how you leave me on vacation. All inside you, I can't leave. 97 degrees, come get some vitamin D. Call your nigga up, say you boss a piece of shit. You mandated OT. Let me fuck you back to sleep. Give me all of your emotions. Knock it out the park with that piece of when you throwing it. Your trick engine light came on, I might have to tow it. This ain't no Hell Kitty, but she ride me like a pony. Girl, it's your motherfucking moment. Girl, it's your motherfucking moment. Girl, it's your motherfucking moment. It's your motherfucking moment.
Hey there, Mike. Hey there, Mike.
Yeah.
How you doing? We back. Like that. We back.
I need your love and affection. Yeah. Off the drugs, we expressions of the love that we had. Cause it's all a reflection. Yeah.
Right. We back.
Looking at the stars, teaching lessons.
Do me a favor, smash that like button for me, please. Smash the like button.
But believe I ain't leaving. We just breathe through the seasons. Took relief from your reasons. Woke up to see who I'm being. If you need me, I'm peeping. And when you hear it, I'm freezing. In my sheets, where you dreaming. You gon' make me beat all your demons. I mean like, shawty do the most, she like,
Let's check some camera angles. Camera 1.
we never went go beyond girl. Yeah, she got me like,
Camera 2.
shawty do the most, she like,
Right here.
we didn't got to
How we looking?
like, we never went go beyond girl.
Hold on 1 second. We gotta fix that camera angle. That camera angle looking crazy.
I do need her. I might really keep her. Shorty been a keeper.
Hold on.
Things been getting deeper. And I'm trying to reach her. Not something like a preacher, but something like a teacher. Showing her that they can't be her. And I need it in my life. More than just a wife. Someone who gon' right. Be there every night. Someone on my side, not just tryna fight. I mean like, shawty do the most, she like, we didn't got to go be like, we never went
1 second, y'all. 1 second, y'all.
Shawty do the most, she like, we didn't got too close, be like, we never went close, we on drugs, yeah. Yeah. love and affection. Yeah. Off the drugs, we expressions of the love that we had. Cause it's all a reflection. Yeah, I'm in the car with my best friend. Looking at the stars, teaching lessons. Looking at the fall like it's blessings. Looking at it all like it's blessings. But believe I ain't leaving. We just breathe through the seasons. Feel relief from your reasons. Woke up this year who I'm being. If you need me, I'm peeping. And when you hear it, I'm freezing. In my sheets, what you dreaming? You gon' make me beat all your demons.
I mean like, shawty do the most, she like, everything I do goes me like, we never went goes me on drugs.
So she got me like, shawty do the most, she like, everything got you close me like, we never went goes me on drugs. Her spirit keep me free. I probably do need her. I might really keep her. Shorty been a keeper. Things been getting deeper. And I'm trying to reach her. Not something like a preacher, but something like a teacher. Showing her that they can't be her. And I need it in my life. More than just a wife. Someone who alright. Be there every night. Someone on my side, not just trying to fight.
I mean like, shawty do the most, she like, everything I do goes me like, we never went goes me on drugs.
Yeah, she got me like, shawty do the most, she like, everything got you close me like, we never went goes me on drugs. Yeah.
Difficulty here. Test 1, 2, 3.
Difficulty here.
There we go.
1, 2, 3.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Welcome to Relationship Talk with Test. Welcome to Relationship Talk with G's, where our conversations aim to keep you pleased. I'm your boy A1G's, and you are now welcome to the Guru's house. Take your shoes off when entering. Sorry about that technical difficulty, y'all. This happens from time to time. But you know, like I said, like the great Kevin Samuel said, building a plane while you're flying it. Tonight's bottle of the evening is by Finley's Raspberry Cheesecake. This is an Irish cream liquor. Okay, this is an Irish cream liquor. We play no games on this show. A lot of people have their own themes on what they do. I know Kevin Samuels, he used to do fragrance of the evening, candle of the evening. On here, we do bottles. On here, we do bottles. So I'm trying this for the first time, y'all. And yes, please pray that this does not fuck up my stomach. Please pray this don't fuck up my stomach. This shit is strong. My God. Oh, shit. It does taste like a cheesecake, but this seems like that shit that'll creep up on you and fuck your stomach insides up. All right. All right, let's get into the monologue. All right. So, tonight's topic, I was doing all kinds of topics here. And I wanted to cover Andrew Tate. I covered him the other day because he was trending and stuff like that. And then I found out that Instagram and Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, they removed him from the platform for various reasons. And I'm like, I'm going to cover this. But then I was like, you know what? I was like, scratch that. I'm like, I'm not covering this shit. I'm going to do my own thing tonight. So I decided to cover this topic right here. Here's my Phantom Snap. I decided to cover this topic. Your needs are no longer wanted. Your needs are no longer wanted. You have been warned. Your needs are no longer wanted. Instagram and YouTube, if you are joining in, if you're on YouTube, do me a favor, please smash that like button for me, please. If you're on Instagram, you can switch over to YouTube or you can watch me here. That's fine. Just make sure you share the live for me, please. Please share the live for me, whichever platform you want. Thank y'all for tuning in. Your needs are no longer wanted. Okay. We have been covering multiple topics, and the monologues that I have been, the details on my monologue that I've been covering, were talking about the number one thing that men complain about when it comes to modern day women. And those things are as follows. One, that they don't get the respect that they feel as though that they deserve. And the number one complaint is that they are not heard. And I say all the time when men say it won't matter. I speak to a lot of women and they say that they'd rather, they say men aren't shit because of the things that they went through with men. So I speak to the men, they talk about all the problems with the women. I speak to the women, they talk about all the problems with the men. And the number one thing that the men complain about is that they always say how a woman always makes it seem like that they don't need them. I covered a topic on TD Jakes the other day. I played the audio for you guys. And I want you to play this audio. I'm going to play this audio for you so you can see it. Let me get the new camera that I got in here. Boom. Y'all like that? That's the camera I wanted to show y'all. So y'all can see my sexy chocolate face in 1080p. Ladies, so you can see this sexy chocolate face, Hershey chocolate right here. It's a lot to handle in 1080p. I'm going to pull up this video. Okay, and this video is of TD Jakes, okay? And he had a controversial sermon. I'm going to slap the shit out this fly when I catch it. He had a controversial sermon, okay? It was saying we are raising our women to be men. This sermon had a lot of traction. It went viral. I covered it the other week. I did a full podcast, so we're not going to go into details of that. But he said something specific in here, not pertaining to what his segment was in this viral video. It's something specific within it that he said, and I want you guys to look at it. So I'm going to pull it up to the screen, and then goes my monologue. This will be the basis to my monologue for tonight. So here's the screen. Here's the screen. Boom. Here we go. Boom. It should pop up by now. We're going to add the audio to the stream. If you hear it echoing, please let me know so I can fix it right away. I don't want you guys' ears bleeding off of a echo effect. We're going to switch the screen here. Boom. There we go right there. So let's play this video and tap into the comments. I do read the comments very actively. Here's the video. TD Jakes.
If Adam had not allowed Eve to pour into him, sin would have never come into the world. Sin came into the world because Adam broke the order. We were not designed to receive from women. Your self-esteem is compromised when you have to ask your wife for lunch money. I'm not saying you got to be rich. I'm not saying you got to be famous. I'm saying that you have got to be the one who pours in, not the one who takes out. When Adam started eating out of his wife's hand, sin came in because the divine order was broken. This breaks all sociological order of the culture we're living in now, because we are raising up women to be men. And you are not applauded for your femininity. You are applauded in the contemporary society by how tough, rough, nasty, mean, aggressive, hateful, possessive you are, and you're climbing the corporate ladder, but we are losing our families. I know you can buy your own car. I know you can buy.
All right, so right here, he's talking about females' masculine traits. He's made it very clear in his video. He says, we are raising our women to be men. Who is he referring to? He's referring to modern day women. Now, what he's about to say right here, he's about to say, I know you could buy your own car. I know you could buy your own this. I know you could buy your own that. But what he's saying to the ladies in his congregation, his sermon, mind you, he took this out of context of his sermon, and he started talking about relationships. I don't know what made him say this, but obviously, it doesn't matter if he didn't say it 15 years ago. He's saying it now, and this is something that other people are saying, and we have to ask ourselves why more than one person is saying it. Why does this become relevant? Why does this become relevant? Watch what he says next after this.
Buy your own house, but until you create a need that I can pour into, I have no place in your life. So stop coming home bragging to me about how much you don't need me and wonder why I shy away. Oh, y'all ain't gonna talk back to me this morning. The conversation has become, let's prove to the men how dispensable they are. And it is born out of pain because we hurt you and betrayed you and lied to you and cheated to you. And you became like you became out of pain. Oh, Lord. I told you they wasn't going to like this, Jesus.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to take that off.
Hey, it's Adam from StreamYard. We have an exciting new feature to announce called Green Room.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You go bye-bye. All right, so he talks about do not come home emphasizing on how much you don't need me. Do not come home emphasizing on how much you don't need me. If you're watching me on YouTube, drop a comment. Drop a little hello. I'm going to check the comments. I'm going to check the comments. So, I'll pin some of them up. Trev Smooth in the building. He says, audio sounds good. Appreciate you. He says, most people never played the part about the men in the beginning. So okay, he does admit that men of the past have done the following things to hurt women. However, let's talk about the main part. We're talking about when TD Jakes said, do not come home telling me how much you don't need me. A lot of women say that they don't need a man. A lot of women say they don't need a man, and some will even argue that a man is incapable of loving her, which is why she wants to be alone. So when I listen to what everybody is saying, how much you don't need a man, I'm like, you know what? I'll tell you what, ladies. You know what? I agree with you. You win. Here is my Phantom Snap. Boom. That's it. Phantom Snap. Now, men are gone. Now, men are gone. And guess what? Your needs, congratulations, your needs are no longer wanted. Your needs are no longer wanted. What are we talking about? Too many people depend on needing somebody. And we are going to break down the definition of what need is and what a want is. We are going to break down a definition of what a need is and what a want is. Victoria De Marie says, awesome show. Appreciate you, from Instagram. And this is a problem that we have with women and men. This is a problem that we have women and men. This is our complaints that I hear from the men about the women. This is the complaint that I hear from the women about the men. The problem is you guys need each other too damn much. And I'm going to explain to you why needing somebody is a problem. Let's go over what the definition of a need is. A need is something that you have to utilize for the purpose of your survival. Do not pull up no Webster dictionary. This is what a need is. If you need something, it means you have to have it for the means of your survival, or to get you by during your day-to-day daily activities. A need, something you have to have. A want is something that you desire. A want, let me repeat that again. A want is something that you desire. A want is something that you desire. You need a car. You need that Toyota. You need that Camry. You need that Nissan Altima. You need that Honda Accord. And dealerships are advertising all the time because they know that people need these cars. So they have to advertise, put the car on the market the car so much to the point where they need to get you into the dealership. The dealerships, they need you. The dealerships, they need you to buy their car, and you need that car. This is what men are saying about women. This is what women are saying about men. They say that they need each other. But if you go to a Lamborghini dealership, you don't need that car. 9 times out of 10, if you have enough money to buy a Tesla, a Hellcat, a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, if you come to me, you know what's up. You didn't need me. You want me. You have the money to buy me. You want me. And guess what? Dealerships want you too. They don't need you because some customers, they'll throw you out the door. They'll laugh at you if you come in just dressed a certain way. They're like, he or she don't have enough money to buy this car. And they'll walk right over your ass and walk over to the next person that look like they're rich. We want you. We don't need you, but we want you. You need that Toyota, but you want that Ferrari. And guess what? Companies like Lamborghini, Ferrari, Tesla, they don't do advertising because the brand speaks for itself. If you come to me, the Ferrari, I am the Ferrari. You are the customer. If you come to me, best believe you know what's up. But you need that Toyota. And when you need someone, when you need a woman, when you need a man, you need him for the point of your survival. If you need him, 9 times out of 10, you're going to use him. If you need her, 9 times out of 10, why do you need her? Why do you need her? So guess what? Your needs are no longer wanted. You're going to start focusing on yourself now. What you need is to get your shit together with yourself. So you come back whole, and that partner that you're with, you come back wanting them. What happens with a female that has everything? What happens with a female that has everything? She don't need you, right? But if she comes to you and she has everything that you don't have to provide her because she don't need it from you and she still comes to you, guess what, fellas? Guess what, fellas? It means that she wants you. And fellas, that's what you need to start doing. You need to start Xing these chicks out and focusing on yourself. Focus on getting you and your purpose right. This is what I've been telling you all along. So when you come back to her, you come back to her wanting her. But you have to come back with somebody that has the same energy, that's carrying it the same way as you. She must be whole as well. She must come trauma-free as well. She must come with the complete package to a man who has a complete package. Therefore, you guys are no longer sharing needs of each other, and you're sharing wants of each other. And what is a want? A want consists of something that you desire, not something that you need for the purpose of your survival. Not something that you need for the purpose of your survival. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. You need something to eat. So you go to the supermarket, grab some things that you can cook, or something quick. If you're a fast food person, you go quick to go to McDonald's, right through that drive-through. If you got a car, right through the door to the counter with that ignorant cashier with your hot ass breath. Okay? With your hot ass breath. Okay? And you're going to order your food. You need to eat. So you go to get what's accessible and what you can afford for your survival. But if you go to that restaurant, you desire to get some good ass premium quality grade Chef Boyardee lean cuisine. You wanted that food. You didn't need that. You need food. You need water to eat for your survival. You need water to drink. You need this. But if you go to grab some nice fine liquor, you want this. You don't desire this. You need this for your survival. You need this for what? Hydration. But if you come to get liquor, you don't need liquor for your survival. You come to this, you desire this. You come to this because you need it. So you're going to drink as much of this as you can because you're going to use the shit out of this. But if you come to this, you know what's up. You're coming to sip wine, have a good time. You desire to find qualities of something that you don't need. This, like this drink. And I'll sip to that since it's already in my hand. And I'm going to take my glass so I can wink at y'all. So let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Why do men and women need each other? That is the problem that we have in today's modern dating culture. You need too many people. You need your woman that too much. When you need her, it means you are not covering the basic things as a man. You are not covering the basic things required as a man. What are the things required as a man? They are the following. You possess the traits and ability to protect yourself. If you cannot protect yourself, you cannot protect your girl. You cannot protect your family. Financial stability. If you cannot possess the ability to get a damn job and not sit on your ass, if you can't hear me, please let me know. If you cannot possess the ability to get a job and not sit on your ass, what business do you have raising a family? And ladies, this is the number one thing that women complain about. They don't come after him because of his looks. One that they come after is some pockets. But we have a revolution now of women, modern day women, who said they don't need a man. So guess what? We don't need you anymore. We want you now. But now we're going to get ourselves together. So we become the whole package. But we're going to be looking for a woman that's also the whole package. Because if you need anything from me, it means you're using me for your survival. Because what is a need? Something that you have to have for the purpose of your survival to get you through on a daily basis. So that's the question that I have for you guys tonight. That's the question that I have for y'all tonight. And I want to ask y'all this question in my convoluted laid-back style. If you are on Instagram, this is only for Instagram, not YouTube. If you are on Instagram and you have a platform, do not come onto my live chat branding yourself, this is so-and-so podcast. I will X the shit out your ass. Come back, Instagram. If you have a platform, do not come over here branding yourself. Build your own home. This is the Guru's house. I had somebody that did that the other day. I had somebody that did that a couple shows ago. I made a forewarning. They came on here with that bullshit. This is so podcast. We live, we lit. Get your ass out of here with that. Gone. Respect the platform.
Get the French toast out of here.
Gone with that. So Instagram, if you come on my live with the chat and you come in with that rabbi shit, you will be banned. You will be blocked. And you're lucky I don't have a clause to report you. We live and we lit with these bottles, not with this show. So, all right. with that being said, it is time to get into the topic question of the night. YouTube, I appreciate y'all. I see y'all popping in there. Appreciate y'all. Drop a comment. Say hi. I want to know who y'all are. Drop your name, age, where you're from. Tell me a little something about yourself. Just a quick name. Let me know you're there. I'm gonna check the comments. Just name, gender, something. Just want to know who you are. If you're new to this channel, thank you. Here is the topic question for the night. Want to give it a little thud. A little thud. And here's the topic question for the night. What is it that we can do as men and women? What is it that we can do as men and women? To better ourselves. What is the problem with men, ladies? What is the problem with women, men? This is a call opportunity for everyone. I want everyone to call into the show. The call lines are open. With that being said, as I always say, it's time to get out of your feelings and get into the conversation. The call lines are open. Call into the show. 215-509-8880. Callers waive all rights to privacy on YouTube, on Instagram, in the comment section, on the phone calls, and in the video chats. Let me read the comments here. Official It says we lack emotional intelligence. Let me double check that there. We lack emotional intelligence. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. These are one of the things. This is another question I want to ask y'all. Men, what is a problem with women? Women, what is the problem with men? And what can you do to better yourself so you can come to the relationship whole? We lack emotional intelligence. That is one of the things that is true. Women emote. Women emote. Women move off of their emotions and not off of their logic. Perfect example. If I had a regular conversation, plenty of women I've spoken to, I asked them, what do you think about this? What do you think about X, Y, and Z? And they are quick to respond with telling me what they feel. Feeling is an emotion. What you think is logic. So tonight, I'm going to ask you this with full advantage warning. I want you to tell me what you think. You cannot bypass an informed head. You cannot bypass an informed head. An informed head, somebody who knows what the problem is, not what you feel. What you feel is your opinion. We don't give a fuck about your opinion. We care about what's facts. And what's facts is what you're going to use. If you don't know, say you don't know. And I'm going to tell you what it is. So there it is. Call lines are open, 215-509-8880. If you want to join the chat, room, I have no problem. Empathy, yes. Social awareness, self-management. I would love to get you on the live. I would love to get you on the live right there. I'm going to turn this speaker on so we can get the call lines open for Instagram too. You can shut your camera. YouTube, listen, there is a live chat in the description. I'm going to copy and paste it so you guys can call into the show. If you want to join the show, there is a live link. Please, everybody in YouTube, join the link. Instagram, you could join the link at the same time. I'm going to put it in the comment section. Boom. and I'm going to pin the comment. So there it is. It's highlighted in blue. It's going to ask you access to activate your camera and your mic, and you can go live on YouTube just like Instagram. So click on that link. I just put it in the comment section in the chat room. You can click on that StreamYard link. Give it permission to access your mic and your camera. I'm going to try to go live with some people. If you decline, it's fine. But if you don't want your face to be seen, just ask for your face not to be seen. You can mute your camera. But yes, I like it. I like this. We gotta have a talk. We gotta talk about it. And I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. Hope you enjoyed your weekend.
Hello, good evening. I hope you did as well.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
What's your name?
I'm Tanya.
And
I'm actually learning these tools and trying to implement them.
Okay.
Forward.
Gotcha.
So I'm like in personal development classes. I got a life coach, and we just talk about a lot of things that needs to be talked about. So
Gotcha.
This is one of the topics we talked about yesterday: emotional intelligence. So
okay.
The top 4 principles of emotional intelligence. And it's something new to me, and I'm learning, and it's not easy because when you're not aware of the emotional intelligence, you think irrational. You don't think rational.
Right, and you don't think with logic. You're putting your heart over your feelings.
Right.
And this podcast tonight is really to preach about self-improvement. A lot of people jump so fast into relationships because of the following things. They are afraid to be alone. They say
yesterday, not to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Life coach actually really dug a hole in my ass because that was it for me. I don't like alone. I don't like, people don't understand. Sometimes you be in a dark place and you don't need to be alone.
Right.
You need the village to back you sometimes. So that was my issue, being alone. And lately, for the last 9 months, I have been removing places and people and things out of my life. Mm-hmm. And I noticed, like even running my business, I'm fairly new to clean the game.
Can I ask you a question?
Clean the company.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
When you said the problem was being alone, was it a lack of being able to, a lack of being alone, or was it that you were alone too much? What was it? Can you hear me? Ooh, I think it's spinning. Yeah, I want to know what she meant by that. But there are 3 things I will tell you guys: fear, scarcity, and lack. Fear, scarcity, and lack, which results in anxiety and stress. Let me tell you something. I was alone for 4 years. I was alone for 4 years. I'm going to send you a request again. I was alone for 4 years.
I don't know why it keep kicking me off the line.
Is your Wi-Fi on?
Yeah, my house.
But
turn it off.
Let me explain to you. I'm going to show you a little piece of me, because that's what's been getting a lot more viewers when I share things about myself. Because I think it's important to give my due diligence to share my life experiences, because none of us are perfect. And even in our most perfect form, even on this platform, we are not perfect. We are still students in class until we die. I was alone for 4 years. I talked to people in between, but they weren't relationships. The last full-time relationship that I was in was in 2018. Lasted about a year, and I dealt with somebody a little bit after that. But that was the last full-time one. We were living together and everything. As of recently, I reconnected with someone, but during those 4 years, I took a break and I focused on myself. I just reconnected with somebody as of recently. I just said about a month ago. I focused on myself. I am 30 years old now. I was not ready to be in a relationship. I thought I wanted to be in a relationship. I thought I was ready to be a leader. But at that present time, life taught me otherwise. Life taught me otherwise, that I was not ready. I was still in my immaturity, and I needed that woman. And 9 times out of 10, when you need something, 9 times out of 10, whether you realize it or not, when you need something, it is for your survival. If it's for your survival, you are using it. I thought I was ready to be the boss, applesauce. But I was plummeted in debt. I was plummeted in street debt. I had all kinds of debt. I was making all the money in the world. I was working 60 plus hours a week, but all my money was going into debt. That was a time that I should have been by myself. So I can't put everything on her. She had a lot of issues too. But when there's issues with the opposite sex partner, you have to ask yourself, is there any way in shape or form that you contribute to the cause? Even if you didn't do anything, you contribute to the cause if you choose to stay. And if you're dealing with someone with those traits, ladies and gentlemen, if you're dealing with someone with those traits, you are a reflection of who you pick. So you have to change that reflection. And I'm going to play something for you guys. How many of you know who Melanie King is? How many of you know who Melanie King is? I had a conversation with Melanie King, and at some point I'm going to play that conversation with you guys. But to sum it up, she told me you have to accept what you pick because that's who you are. If you pick someone who's crazy, 9 times out of 10, you are crazy. I had to think about what you said for a second. And then it brought to this. I said, oh shit. What do you know? You are a reflection of who you pick. And I've been saying this forever. Relationships are like a mirror. Date the mirror and blame the reflection. You picked him. You picked her. So in order to change that reflection, you cannot change the reflection of who you are by leaving a relationship and then next week pulling Lori Harvey and jumping back into the relationship. That shows you are afraid of being alone. That also shows me that you are afraid of fixing yourself. You should want to fix yourself. Self-preservation is a luxury. And guess what? You have to put in work for it. You only deserve what you preserve. You only deserve what you preserve. You only deserve what you preserve. Self-preservation is very important. Whatever you have to do, take a course, book a session. Oh, by the way, I also specialize in that. I do self-development. I do relationship counseling. So if you ever want a one-on-one session with me, feel free to book a session. You go on my Instagram profile, Relationship Talk with G's, and you're going to click on the book link on my profile. And you're going to see this, YouTube. It's going to show you a calendar date. You select a date that you want to book a session with me, one-on-one. Then you click how many hours you want, from the minimum being 1 hour and the maximum being 4. Then you're going to select a time slot. select the time slot, what time you want to book that appointment, and then you go from there. They have all kinds of coaches, people that have courses. Find somebody out there that you can help, but you need self-development. It's important. You cannot come into a relationship incomplete. This is why you become the problem. You become the problem to why women say all men ain't shit. He ain't shit, but you're still with him. If he's not shit, you're with him. Still, that means you needed him. And if you need him, 9 times out of 10, you are using him. Men, you do the same shit. And you are the culprit to why good men like me make it hard to find a woman, a good woman of substance, because we blind them by our own selfishness. This is a fact upon men. This is a fact on men. And I don't give a rat's ass if you don't want to admit to it. It is the truth. There are good men out here. But I didn't have that issue because I chose to be alone. I chose to get myself together. I chose to self-preserve. I chose to figure out what was it that I was doing within myself, because we are who we attract. The person that I'm dealing with now, she has everything that I don't have to provide. She has come whole. I am whole. So therefore, us being together is a one, because I don't have to give her anything. She don't have to give me anything. I also spoke to this person 2 years ago when we weren't on that level of self-preservation. So at that time, it was a seek to need. And when you need, like a lion, you're going to do what you got to do. And when you do what you got to do, you're moving off of a need, which is using someone. Doesn't work. Even if you don't want to admit that's what it is. Even if you want to say, oh, I didn't use that person. No, I wasn't using. You were. You just didn't realize it. Because we don't watch what you say. We watch what you do. We don't watch what you say. We watch what you do. So there is, I'm going to try to bring you back again. But there's the call lines. Click the link in the bio. YouTube. If you want to click that link, I want to know what you guys think. Fellas, what's wrong with the ladies? Ladies, what's wrong with the men? What do we have to do to fix this? What are you going to do to preserve yourself? This is where you start. The first thing you do is, one, make sure you're out that relationship. I don't care what it is that you have to do. Get out right now while you can. If you are moving off of a need for that person, if you tell somebody, oh, I need you, I'm sorry, I need you. Why do you need them? You're holding them back. You don't want them? This is what you do. Okay? You're going to grab this right here. You're going to grab this book right here. Okay? You're going to grab this book, your journal, and you're going to write all your daily thoughts. Because a lot of us don't see the things that we do until we write it on a piece of paper. This is a human. And this person is telling you what you are doing on a daily basis. And when you look at it like, damn, I did that. This is the first thing that your therapist or your relationship counsel coach is going to tell you. Get your journal. And you're going to write everything down. And you're going to, in order to resolve a problem, you have to be able to identify that one is present. We are talking about self-improvement now. And we are doing a series this entire week. It's called Your Opinion versus Reality. We talk about how we feel about this, that, and the third. That is your opinion. But the reality is actually how you move. You're going to identify that this is the problem, and then you're going to come up with a checklist of things that you need to do to preserve yourself, to fix yourself. Whether it's going to the gym, whether it's praying, whether it's going to your mother and your father, because a lot of people need to understand that it starts at home. Your trauma starts at home, and we cannot judge you for what you went through before the age of 18. But when you turn the age of 18, you become an adult. And I was once a boy, but as a man, I put away childish things. Look it up in the Bible. It's in there. Once you're 18, there are no more excuses. We understand, and I apologize to women on behalf of whatever things that you truly have legitimately been through with men. Men, I apologize on behalf of you for the things that you dealt with women. But where I will not give you excuse is the option that you choose to stay. If you choose to stay, one, you are willing to deal with the bullshit. So I have no sympathy or empathy for you. If you choose to stay, that means if you want to deal with the bullshit, you take away the self-love and preservation that you don't even realize that you don't have for yourself. Because you say you don't want to be alone, that's selfish. That's selfish for the person that you're with, and that's selfish for yourself because you don't want to better yourself. And guess what happens with people who don't want to better themselves? Guess what happens with people who don't want to be alone? Guess what happens with people who are alone and don't work on themselves? They are, say it with me, miserable. They are miserable. And guess what? Misery loves company. Misery loves company. So we work on ourselves, take a chill pill. The shoe fits where it goes to who it applies to. We then become a better person than what we were 2 days ago, 2 years ago. And we come with a better understanding with ourselves. And once we come with a better understanding with ourselves, we no longer desire to need someone. We desire to want the same person that we developed and grew ourselves into being, the new person that we are, versus the person that we were yesterday. Call lines are open. If you want to call into the show, the number is right here. 215-509-8880. YouTube, there's the number. I want you to the show. Call to the show. Because this is important. We got to talk about this. We have to talk about this. There is a problem in the relationship streets. I'm going to invite some people. If you don't, that's okay. If you decline, it's okay. But I definitely would like to hear other people's opinion on my topic questions. What is it? What are the problems that men have with women? What are the problems that women have with men? And what is it that we have to do to fix that? Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna fix my mic real fast. The mic is okay. There we go. Testing 1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. Call into the show. If the phone number is calling through and you don't see it on here, do me a favor. Just hit the live chat link and we can go face to face. Also, I was given some phone numbers for me to call. So I will call them one by one. I'll just move on to the next caller as you don't answer. I'm gonna give you our phone number to call in. But yes.
Please leave your message.
Yes. So what's important for you to understand is in order to be with a woman of value, ladies, in order to be with a man of value, you have to understand that self-improvement is a must. If you come in to the relationship and you still have issues that you have not resolved within yourself and you know there's a problem, you're selfish. You're selfish. And that's not fair with the man that he's dealing with, because he could have been with somebody that Can y'all hear me? This damn mic was off. I'm about to play this Melanie King video. Oh, God. Oh, no. Yeah, here we go. So here it is. I'm going to play the video right here. And this is the conversation she had with me. So if I could do it, so can you. If I could do it, so can you. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me fix this camera. We got to get this shit together. All right. So here's the video. I'm gonna add it to the screen. All right. All right. Here's the video. And I'm going to add it to our stream here. Man, if I got to do this podcast over again, I'm cool with it because this message is very important. All right. So I'm going to add this to the stream. Can y'all hear me? There it is. I'm going to go ahead and play this video. Let's get it.
An upright rejection of psychology and human behavior. And so it is very important that you do that as well, because you can be built up.
Hit the like button for me.
Tools that have been proven that millions of people have gone through what you've gone through that can take you out versus just sheer willpower and just belief that it'll get better and that God has a purpose. He does. But you can also have those beliefs and do work outside of that. So that's what I would encourage you to do, because you do need both. Take it as somebody who's in church my whole life, Christian school, Christian college. I know that is part of it. But babe, I got to get to the next person.
Sure, no problem.
I appreciate you calling in.
Thanks.
And, Super Chat, Zon says, hey, Zion. He became a member, y'all. I love Zon. Take it one day at a time. The pain will never go away, but it will get easier to manage. Absolutely. And that's for all of us. All right. What you got for me? Relationship talk. Let me see. I can't see it. Relationship talk with G's.
How are you?
I almost read that as G-Easy. Hold on, your mic is, hold on. I think you have the wrong mic. Check your StreamYard settings and see. I don't think it's that mic. I think it's like a computer mic that you got defaulted.
Okay,
oh, and you guys saying that suicide is not selfish. Actually, this is what therapists say. It is selfish. But we think of it because it puts self first. They don't actually, they think that they're better off. I get it. I get all the reasons why. But it is an act to self. And it is the ultimate act for self, regardless of the reasons. The act,
how you doing, Paris?
It is considered that. But people we're all selfish. We all have to put self first. So when I say selfish, what I mean, you just have to, just y'all do the research, please. Please do the research before y'all start popping off. Please, 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 please do the research. Y'all be taking offense to the way things said. Y'all don't make no sense. Well, what's going on with this mic, baby?
So we had a technical difficulty.
You got to go to the settings on StreamYard.
You, Kevin Sands of O'Shea, and I really enjoy it.
Disagree. Bring me the facts, not your feelings. I don't want your anecdotal experience. I understand it, but it's not the fact. Be prepared to defend that like it is. Huh? You can come back in?
There you go. So I just wanted to play the rest of the video because we was having technical difficulties at the beginning. I had to leave out and then put my mic back in. So here's the rest of the video right here. I jump back into Melanie King. There you go.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, that's way better. All right, what you got for me?
Saved by the Bell. No, I just want to say it's really an honor to finally get to really speak to you. If it's two people that I've watched for the longest, it was you and Kevin Samuels. You, Kevin Samuels, and O'Shea, and I really enjoy you guys. It's really
O'Shea. He still ain't come through with my weave and sandal money. But no, but I appreciate it. When you say relationship talk with G's, you got a channel?
Yes, I have a YouTube channel that I've had for since last April, and I started it off of when I first was watching Kevin Samuels, and it gave me the courage. I'm like, like to actually like put my own voice out there and contribute the way that I could to just the conversation. I can only as a human, I can only bring what I can bring from my aspect, but at the end of the day, it's a learning process for everybody, including myself. And I wanted to ask you some questions as well too, as far as a new relationship that I just joined, because it's something new for me. So I'm trying something long distance. And I first started talking to this person 2 years ago, back in 2020. It started off with a tweet. Like I always used to just do like relationship quotes and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And she messaged me, and I actually reached out to her. We then stopped communicating for like a couple years, and I just reached out to her back again as of recently. And we started taking things a little more serious. Have I ever met her in person yet? No, but it's something to get used to. I see the thing right here. I ain't gonna lie, I like Instagram better. It's something to get used to. Definitely something to get used to. But the more you watch, the more you'll get adapted to it. So just just hang tight. But YouTube is where I'm going to be at, because this is where I'm going to end up getting monetized for the shows that I do, the content. This is where the gold is. This is the path that I walk on, the yellow brick road, YouTube, the promised land. So let me finish playing this video so y'all can see this. This is I called into the show as a regular caller. And we talk about the art of who you pick. We're talking about, she brings in pointers about you being who you pick. You being who you pick. You ever hear somebody say, you're a pussy, and somebody say, I am who I eat, what I eat, right? You are who you pick. In this situation, you are who you pick. And she broke down some simple psychology behind that. And we talk about self-preservation here. Go ahead. But what it is teaching me, this is my first time doing long distance, it's teaching me discipline and following things. Trust, one, because she's across the country. And we supposed to meet like from somebody that's doing this kind of relationship for the first time, like long distance. I've never done long distance before. Like,
how long have you been dating her?
Actually, we just reconnected, I want to say about a month ago.
Okay. So, and you guys are in a relationship, or y'all are just talking?
I'm gonna say talking. That's okay, what it is.
So you're not in a relationship.
Yeah.
You aren't her man yet. Yeah, you need to meet the person before that.
That's correct.
Because talking on the phone and or texting or whatever it is y'all do is not the same vibe you get in person.
Right.
So I would say, well, I actually want to backtrack. How old are you?
I just turned 30 in June.
You just turned 30 in June.
Mm-hmm.
And because you just started YouTube, what is your full-time job? Like, what's your actual work?
So for almost over 3 years now.
Okay. So you sell cars. what makes you say relationship talk? Are you just talking? Are you giving advice? Tell me like what you actually do on your channel.
Okay, so what I do is I look at different like celebrity examples and stuff like that, and sometimes I'll do a reaction to them, and I'll come up with my own topic, and my topic is based off of kind of like what's trending, and I try to show how it correlates to us average Joes, like us who is not like celebrities, but how the narratives are still the same or similar. So I do that sometimes. Sometimes I'll come up with my own topic. I'll take things of what makes sense. If I can't give advice for a certain thing, I'm not going to stir somebody the wrong way. I'm just going to be.
Let me ask you this. How many relationships have you been in?
Since 18, I've been in I've been in 2 serious relationships.
2 serious relationships. How long did it last?
One of them lasted a year. The other one lasted 4 years.
Okay. Now, what happened with the 4-year one? Why did it end?
This one was because now I was 20 when I first. Okay. And this was an on and off thing. And she always got into like a lot of trouble and stuff like that.
What do you mean by trouble? Like criminal?
Yes. And
like what kind of crime?
They were like a bunch of like misdemeanor stuff, nothing on a serious like.
But like what misdemeanors? If she's doing a lot of crime, like what would you get? What
fighting and stuff like that?
So she would get in assault charges.
Yes.
How many would you say assault charges she got?
So it's happened to her twice. After the second time, that's when I parted ways.
Did she ever get violent with you?
No, she's actually never got violent with me. She just always got violent with other women.
Really? Why would she get violent with other women? Like, what was her reason?
So prior to me meeting her, she did have children.
How many?
She did have children. She had one at the time.
How many she had now?
Now, from my understanding, it's been so long, but the last time when I separated, she had 2. But in between our separation, which was for like a year, she did end up with somebody else. At that time, we long moved on, and she did end up having a second child in between then. So when we reconnected, that's when she let me know, hey, look, I have 2 kids now, stuff like that. I tried that. The second person that I was with, she had 1 child. And after that, that's when I determined that the next person that I'm with, I want them to share some of the things that I'm looking for. I'm 30. I have no children. My ideal woman, she must not have kids.
Okay.
It's nothing. It's not to say that there's anything wrong with talking to somebody, dealing with somebody who has kids. But for me as a man, I would want to deal with an offspring that is mine. If I deal with somebody that has kids, I bear the responsibility, but I have to take everything that comes with it.
Well, let me ask you a quick question. Were them having kids the issue, or you're saying it's the personality of women with kids? Were the kids causing you problems?
With the first one, the 4-year one, no, me and the child had a great relationship. The issue was her getting into trouble with other women, and that was over her child's father at the time. So she was still like going at it with them. I didn't get too deep into knowing about their personal life, and I think at that present time, when me being like in my early 20s, I think that was an issue that, like, if I dealt with somebody with a child, I should have known more about the history behind that if I'm going to choose to be with somebody like that. The second female, that was a direct issue with me and that person's baby father. He was very active, like from time to time, whenever he chose to be.
Mm-hmm.
And me and that child, we had a great bond. Me and the child's mother had a great bond. But it seemed like every person that I guess maybe she was with, it was always a thing where the child's father was still protective over the child, but still territorial over the child's mother, even though the mother was mentally out of that relationship with him whenever they separated. So I chose to resolve all that for the future. I need to change. I need to take accountability for the type of women that I chose, because I can't put that all on them because I chose them. And also at that time I was in process in multiple ways. I was still in process financially. I was still in process, as far as maturity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm far more better now than I was at that present time a few years back, but I'm still in process. I'm going to learn, I'm going to learn till the day I die. But now I know 100% what I'm looking for. I'm far better in process with myself as a person and my purpose. So with that being said, I could take those principles that I did to gain my self-growth, and I'm actually ready to be with someone to actually settle down, especially at the age that I am now. I'm
gonna tell you, I do agree. We do grow as we age, and things change with different things. I would say, and this is not what me trying to endorse this, get what I'm saying, but it seems like it wasn't a problem with the child per se. It was with the mother setting boundaries with the child's father, or that, that type of role. And that's generally what men say. A lot of times it will be this, a man can't feel like he's, a lot of single mothers do not understand this. They understand when they don't want to deal with a baby mama, but it's like they don't, like a real man will be a stepfather. That's just, there's so many reasons why that's just not a role that is a lot of men are eager to take on. Not saying there are single mothers who get married. But all
right. So I'm going to stop it right here. Okay. And I'm going to stop it right here. And I might do an in-between one on Wednesday. I'm going to do an in-between one on Wednesday. I want to check out this equipment and see what's going on with it. But here's the banner. Here's the banner. The layout is gonna look like this. I'm working on it looking like this moving forward. And we're gonna go from there. All right. So until next time, deuces. We are over and out.